you don't believe in aliens, then this video might just convince you otherwise. And for those who believe in aliens, this might be the proof you need to convince all your friends you're not crazy. In Russia, 2 men saw something bizarre in a snowfield. They were hanging out outside, enjoying the fresh air, when they noticed that something wasn't right. It looked like a wreckage had happened, so they started fishing around the area to see if they would find anything weird, and they did. They saw a dead alien.
Вот его там нашли, короче, ну, смотри. Пойдем. Где нашли? Вон, видишь. Сейчас сюда проходим, смотри. Вон она, сука, безобразие лежит. Сейчас, погоди, пойдем. Да вот, ебать, часа 2 назад, хули, ебаный. Собака, хули, унюхала, сука. И все, мы хули, думал, что за нахуй лежит? Смотри, да я хуй знаю, погоди, смотри. Вообще, ебать, что за нахуй ты? Ну, это понятно, что дохлый. Да хляк, короче, лежит. Она не та же планета. Главное, сейчас доглядел. Ноги хули нету, ебаный, что? Вообще как это ебать день непонятное. Неделю лежит, наверное, тут.
There's no way this isn't real. It looks exactly just like I would think an alien looks like, except it's way smaller than expected. If I was going to make a fake video of an alien, I would make the alien look really big, or at least the size of a human. I think that is a real alien, and maybe it died because its UFO crashed. The body of the alien also looks really detailed. I'm very excited about this video, and I'm sure you are too. Still on the matter of weird creatures, we're about to see another of the weird creatures that exist in this world. This one is called a stick bug, at least according to science. I like to think of it as a weird alien animal. Take a look at this. I've never seen anything that looks like this before. It's like a mixture between a weird-looking butterfly and a scorpion, and it is also beautiful in a weird kind of way. Apparently, stick bugs are creatures that have a defense mechanism that makes them act like scorpions, so they pretend to be scorpions in order to scare predators and enemies away. One thing I can say about these creatures is that they are very weird for sure. How can you look like a butterfly but act like a scorpion? I guess some things will just remain unexplainable at the end of the day. You're about to realize that being kind might not always pay off. Maybe it's better to just be on your own and mind your business sometimes. After what happened in this video, this woman might never extend a helping hand to anyone ever again. On this fateful night, she was passing through a street when she heard what sounded like a young lady weeping. It was raining and the woman was very worried, so she went out of her way to check up on the crying lady. When she got closer, she could see that the lady was sitting in front of a hole in the ground, weeping profusely. At first glance, it looked like she was mourning someone dear to her. Still worried about this young lady, the woman tapped her multiple times, asking her to come out of the rain. But when the lady turned back to face the woman, she saw something she never expected. Watch this.
Siapa? Ngapain? Kok nangis di sini? Kamu siapa? Nggak tahu. Kenapa? Kok makin kencang sih? Hujan loh ini. Yuk masuk yuk. Siapa ini? Kenapa? Yuk masuk yuk. Kena hujan nanti, kena hujan. Yuk kena hujan yuk. Ayo yuk. Kena hujan nanti. Yuk masuk yuk. Ayo masuk. Masuk ayo. Kenapa? Kamu kenapa?
How scary is that? Imagine just trying to help someone in distress and being surprised like this. It's clear that the crying lady is a ghost, and the hole she was crying over is probably where she was buried. From the way her face looks, you can assume she had a violent death, and that's why she's stuck in this world, refusing to move on. This must have been a truly terrifying experience for the poor woman who just wanted to help. I'm sure running into a ghost was the last thing she expected. What do you think about this whole experience? Imagine driving and seeing a huge hole in the ground. Well, that's what happened in the next video we're about to see. This man was driving through a tunnel when he saw a huge hole in the ground that shocked him and made him stop his car in the middle of the road. He sat there for a few minutes wondering if he was seeing things or if it was truly a hole in the ground. But when another car drove past him and stopped just before the hole, he could confirm that he wasn't seeing things and something was actually wrong, or at least that's what it looked like. Turns out things were not actually as they seemed. Let's watch this.
Holy fuck, bro. I almost just went in this on-ramp. There's no signs blocking it off, and I thought I was fucking high. That's just a pit on the on-ramp. What the fuck? They don't have this shit blocked off or nothing. Watch, this guy's coming. There's a guy coming behind me.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Oh, is he gonna fucking go? Holy shit. Oh, it's water. I am high. I'm not actually high, but holy fuck, bro. It looks like a pit, doesn't it? Shit, it's water. Motherfucker. I thought they just carved out a hole. I'm tripping. Woo! Alright.
So, it wasn't actually a hole, but a puddle that gave the illusion of being a hole. I can't blame this man for being confused, because I was fooled as well. Some people have said that a puddle that big might not just be a puddle, but a sinkhole. Maybe drivers need to be careful when going through that road. What did you think when watching this video? Were you confused as well? This next video is going to show you a strange phenomenon that happened in the sky. On a random day, a person noticed a light dancing in between the clouds and was very curious as to what was going on. So he got his camera out and decided to take a video of the sky. At first glance, it looks like it's just the sun being covered by the clouds. But as time goes on, the light starts to move in ways that the sun has never been seen moving. Let's take a look. Strange, right? There's no way that the sun is moving like that. It's just not possible. At some point, the light even looks like a really bright fire. I have no idea what else a bright presence like that in the sky could be, apart from the sun, but I guess that's why we're calling it a strange phenomenon. Do you have any idea where that light could be coming from? Let me know in the comments section. Did you know that there's something called a millipede river? It might sound like something out of this world, but it's actually a fascinating real-world sight that can only be found in special parts of the world. This millipede river comes about when thousands of millipedes move together in the same direction, usually when they're relocating. Because of the slow and segmented movements of these millipedes, this mass movement ends up looking like a dark, flowing river. A tourist in Taiwan was lucky enough to see a millipede river while exploring the woods. Let's take a look. While a millipede river can be fascinating, it can also be kind of creepy and disturbing. Scientists are still not sure why exactly these millipede rivers exist, especially as millipedes are usually solitary insects. There have been different theories about why the mass movement happens, and while some people think it's because of a change in environment and the need to find new food sources, some think they only move because it's mating season. There are no specific places where you can find a millipede river in real life. It only happens once in a while and in different places, so it's a matter of luck. But if you're determined to see one, you could start from Taiwan, which is where this video was taken. This final video is a gem. We might have just found where the aliens on Earth live. In southern Brazil, residents in a village were going about their day when they saw something truly surprising. In this village, there is an island that nobody ever goes to because it's full of hills and basically impossible to get to. In fact, no human has been to the island for as long as the villagers have been around. So they were very shocked when they looked in the distance one day and there were people roaming on the hill. What was even more shocking was that these people were so big that the villagers could almost see them clearly, even from a very far distance. A normal-sized human would have looked no bigger than an ant from such a distance. Watch this.
Ó, ele tá no meio do morro. Olha ele, olha ele no meio do morro.
Ele vai ser muito camufladão,
A gente tá 1,5 km daqui, né? Olha só, ele tá descendo agora. Ele tá descendo.
Lá. Gente, é muito rápido.
Cara, menos de 1 minuto. Olha só.
Não, gente, vamos lá, mãe. Vamos.
Não, olha lá. Que como que se fosse um macaco? Tá conseguindo ver ele ainda?
Aham.
Em direção a essa pedra aqui.
Dá um abraço.
Tá no zoom máximo aqui.
Continua descendo. Cara, faz 2 minutos que ele desceu do topo.
Ele desceu muito rápido.
Olha as passadas dele, o tamanho.
E ali tem trilha?
Não. Putz,
Não,
é um
sumiu.
gigante. Eu tô vendo aí, eu chamo vendo. É um gigante
Ele
mesmo.
falou, é um animal. Ele tá descendo.
É um gigante mesmo. Não, ele vai pra algum lugar, velho. É.
Gente, olha o tamanho do cara lá.
Olha a rapidez. Olha a rapidez. Caiu atrás da pedra.
Everything about this situation is quite strange, and I can see why the villagers think those are aliens living on that hill. I also agree with this theory. If you think those are just regular humans, then how did they get to an island that is impossible to get to? And how do they still seem so big from a far distance? If you have answers to these questions, put them in the comments section. Have you ever been to the beach at night, only to find that the sand and the water are glowing blue? It's usually so shiny that it almost looks like millions of stars dropped from the sky into the water, like something from a fairy tale. Not many people have been lucky enough to witness this amazing sight in person. In fact, some people don't even know that it is a thing. These group of friends went to a beach at night and were lucky enough to see this, and even play in the water. Let's take a look.
Whoa, check out this bioluminescent algae in the sand. Oh, wow.
Like that's like.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, yes.
Dude, you're glowing so much. So much. Oh, it's so glowy. Wow, Raya, it looks so cool.
Can you see it like forever?
Yeah.
As you can see, the water and the sand looks like something out of this world. Science has explained this phenomenon to be caused by something called bioluminescent algae, which are tiny magical organisms that light up when disturbed and paint the ocean with a blue glow. That seems out of this world. Even though there is a perfectly reasonable scientific explanation for this magical creature, I think that if something seems out of this world, then it is probably not from this world. But that's just my opinion. I want to know what you think. As for where these bioluminescent algae can be found, you might want to explore the beaches in Puerto Rico for them. We're moving to Mexico in this next video, where we will witness something truly terrifying. But today's horror does not come from ghosts or aliens. It comes from a flock of birds. Yes, you heard that right. You're about to be shocked out of your mind by a flock of birds. Somewhere in Mexico, a CCTV camera placed on the street caught a flock of birds crashing to the ground unexpectedly, and nothing could prepare you for how absurd the incident was. Let's take a look. Scary, right? What could have made such a large number of birds fall from the sky like that? It seemed like they were stunned or dazed by something in the sky, and it made them fall for a few seconds. You can see that they fell with so much force that it took some of them a lot of time to get back up to the sky, and some of the birds never even got up. I really wonder what caused those birds to fall that way. Do you have any theories about this? Let me know in the comments section.